How's it going, guys? Jams here, bringing you another FIFA 19 player review. Today we're going to be reviewing the 92 rated Brazilian prime icon moment Socrates. As he is primarily an attacking midfielder, in this review we're going to be looking at his pace, shooting, passing, dribbling and physical performances in game, and then giving each category a rating out of 5. At the end we will add up the results and give him a final overall rating out of 10. So without further ado, let's get straight into the review. Socrates has an overall pace rating of 85, made up of 86 acceleration and 85 sprint speed, which is really good considering he's a towering 6'4" tall. His pace is definitely noticeable in game, and whilst he doesn't look fast because of his long strides, he covers so much ground and is quite quick off the mark. Personally, he isn't quite fast enough to lead the line for me, as I like to have my striker set to get in behind, but for a centre forward or a cam, he has more than enough pace to get around and support the attack on counters. I would score his pace a good 4 out of 5, as he has more than enough pace for the role that he plays in game. Simply put, his shooting is out of this world. He has a 95 overall where all attributes are above 90. 2 of which are maxed out at 99 before even applying a chemistry style. Those are his long shots and shot power, which together make a deadly combination for any midfielder. His finishing stat is very good for a cam at 91, and in game, honestly it feels higher. He was able to score 14 goals in the 10 games that I played with him. He has a 5-star weak foot, which is so amazing when you have a shooting opportunity, as you can confidently shoot without any hesitation of whether he's on his strong or weak foot. Once you load up the power bar, his shots rocket towards goal, so even if it's straight at the goalkeeper, you're bound to get a rebound back into play or at least a corner. I give his shooting a solid 5 out of 5. His unbelievable shot power coupled with his 5-star weak foot makes the perfect combination, especially now that the driven shots have made a return to FIFA post-patch. For his passing, he has a 92 overall where, just like his shooting, all the stats are above 90. In game I had no issues with his passing at all. He averaged between 30 to 40 passes each game and always finished with at least a 90% success rate in each of the 10 games that he played. Now that may be down to my playstyle, as I like to play a quick, short passing game as opposed to swinging in crosses and pinging long balls, but I did find his threaded and normal through balls were very accurate. I didn't get as many assists as I would have thought or hoped, as he just always seemed to be in the right place for the cutback pass to get the goal himself. I score his passing a solid 5 out of 5, as I had absolutely no issues whatsoever. To finish 10 games in FUT Champs playing as a cam with a minimum of 90% pass success rate is pretty much all you can ask for an attacking midfielder. His dribbling for me was actually a bit of a surprise, to be honest. His stats are amazing, with a whopping 94 overall, made up of great stats like 99 dribbling, 96 ball control and 99 composure. I was a bit sceptical of whether it would be reflected in game, as he has a woeful 64 balance, which honestly is expected seeing as he's extremely tall, but it wasn't the issue at all. He felt really good on the ball, his drag backs were instant, his scoop turns were quick, and he was very responsive when changing directions. I think his 86 agility helps counter his poor balance. He has 4-star skill moves, which for me personally is the minimum I think is acceptable for a creative attacking player. He executes the hill-to-hill flick very well and almost glides past players when he does it, as his legs are so long. His 99 composure and ball control sum up how he feels in game. Very composed, and you never feel like you're not in control when he has the ball. I also think those two stats play a huge part in why he's so good in front of goal. I score his dribbling a very decent 4 out of 5, as he moves exceptionally well for a player of his size, but it's still not quite a 5, as that would be players like Neymar and Messi, who have great stats as well as the amazing balance. Socrates is a big, strong powerhouse in the midfield. He has a very decent strength stat of 86, but what separates him from all the other cams in the game is the unbelievable 95 stamina. This guy runs up and down all game with no issue at all. His pace is helped by the fact that he can hold a sprint for longer than most defenders, and his strength ensures that once he is in front of them, you can hold down the left trigger to shield off opponents. I was taken into extra time twice and he was still in the light orange section of the bar for both games. I did find that his two lowest stats in the physical attributes are actually his only weaknesses, and they are his 71 jumping and 78 aggression. I noticed quickly that he would only win headers against smaller opponents, and if he came into an aerial battle with, for example, Sergio Ramos, he would pretty much lose every time. His low aggression also means that he would be more likely to lose 50-50 with someone of similar or slightly less strength if they had higher aggression. I score his physical a respectable 4 out of 5, as his stamina is too much of a positive to be brought down by his jumping and aggression. So, to sum it all up, Socrates scores a really impressive 22 out of 25, which is 88%, and I therefore score him a well-earned 8.8 out of 10 for his in-game performances. Is he an end-game player? I would definitely say so. The only players currently better than him, in my opinion, are Prime Ruud Gullit and Team of the Year Kevin De Bruyne. If Pogba were to get a Team of the Season, I reckon he will be better than Socrates, but until then, he is definitely one of the best players in his position. Is he worth the coins? Probably not, to be honest. I don't think I'll be doing him. All the Prime Icon Moments cards cost way too much and are unfortunately unobtainable for the majority of FIFA players. His SBC costs approximately 2 million coins to complete from scratch. That's on both the Xbox and PS4. His market price is currently 2.3 to 2.5 million coins on the Xbox and 2.8 to 3 million coins on the PS4. I personally would rather spend the coins on his Prime for less than half at 1.2 million, or buy Team of the Year Kevin De Bruyne for 500k less than his market price. Okay guys, that's the end of the review. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, and I'll see you on the next one.